Okay, folks. 4 steps backwards to go 1 step forward. Yeah. Let me break it down to you. Anyway, yeah. This is a 1972 very tall Schwinn varsity in the very tall range with the wrong bars, but cool yellow cables. I've used this bike extensively. The back freewheel is a little gummy, and it's time to convert it back over to some real bars so I can actually go and do something with it. These are very comfortable, actually, but we're going to convert it over to a pair of 67 Schwinn bars, dated 67. Yeah. So hopefully these handles look like there'll be plenty of room. These are yellow Stingray grips. They're wrong, but they're yellow. That Schwinn emblem is also wrong. That's dated the 212th day of 73. And I know it's wrong. I put it on there, and it's wrong. The one that was on there had huge basket rash, as we say in the trades. When somebody puts a basket on a Schwinn, it rubs across the emblem when the basket is unadjusted right, and they all are. Once you put weight in a front basket, it's just inevitable. You're going to ruin the emblem. So use a rear basket if you can. Anyway, it scratched up the frame a little bit, and it ruined the emblem that was there. But I had a nice yellow and red one that wasn't too far off, 73, 212th day. What is that, like June? I don't know. May? Anyway, yeah, the bike is dated EH, which is May of 73, and that badge is incorrect. Anyway, so what I did was, and this is a nice little bike. It's got the little vintage yellow caps that I found. It's, nothing to write home about the paint. Hey, get off of there, buddy. Come on, you gotta go somewhere else. I put some yellow cables on it a long time ago. I might have to shorten the cables at a later date, but for today, we're gonna put this on. But what I did was I stole the post. First of all, I went to Fred's house, and just to check on him, not to steal parts, just to, see if he was doing okay. And he gave me this really nice post. I don't know if you can see it. Let's go out in the light here. I'm not gonna use this one, it's too nice. You see the Schwinn script there, right here. That is just so sweet. I got to give that back, actually. I know he was trying to do the right thing, but this is not going on a bike I'm going to sell. This is something you use on a really nice Corvette or Schwinn tank bike or something. That's really nice. I'm not using this, Fred. What I'm going to do, I took this one, which isn't too bad. See that little mark there, that crisscross mark? I just fixed this. I fixed it off camera. Someone had pinched the wrong post in there, and this was closed a little more on the top. And when that happens, when you take it out, when it's closed more, because someone pinched it with the wrong, not me, somebody else, that's what happens when you try to get it out. But this is a good one. I just took it out of this bike. And being that this bike is really tall, and the seat post is going to be really far down, what I'm going to do is use this adaptation post. The post you're supposed to use. Instead of pounding in the post the wrong way, instead of putting the post in upside down and trying to use a normal seat, they have an actual post. This one's in terrible shape, and we don't care that there's a nick on it. It's going to live life all the way down, and then you can put a normal seat. See the difference? There's the Schwinn size. The diameter is an adaptation. The diameter is correct to go in the frame, but then you can use one of these on a bigger seat, like that, and put that in there. And see, with the bigger size, the non-Schwinn size. This is the Schwinn size here. That won't work. And this won't work on a Schwinn post upside down either, you see? That's what I was saying the other day. It barely works. It will work on the adaptation post. Now, this is a really crappy post, but it's going to live life all the way down because this is a really tall frame and we don't care. So we're going to put this in with a little grease We're going to tighten it up, and we're going to put the normal seat on, the non-Schwinn seat, and then we're going to change these bars out. If we have time, we'll go back to this. But anyway, let's get going on this. I'd like to change these bars out and put this normal post in. If it does crunch down, it looks like it will. And then we'll get this stand and we'll put a good post in here, because that's the ultimate goal, is to put this really nice Schwinn post that just came out of that one in here and give Fred back his Schwinn script one. In fact, let's put this in right now and then kick it off. All right, sorry for the wind quality, sound quality. It's a little windy today. And still no power, but we do have internet if we run the generator. So that's interesting. Thanks, Duke Energy. Yeah. Thanks, Duke. Duke Power. Way to go. Going on 2 weeks without power. Yes. So much room for activities. Okay, so let's take this old crappy post out of here. Yeah, I just can't use that nice post. It's just too nice. Okay, let's take this really crappy one out. I said, let's take it out. Yeah. Now I'm asking nicely. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right, let's put this nice one in. We're going to definitely use, this is the non-Schwinn script one with a little bit of galling there from being in that other bike, and we're gonna gently grease this up, tap it in with the bronze hammer, or it might just slide in. Man, I can hear the power guys over there. That's really good. Okay. We'll slather some yumminess on here. Whee! Slather! Oh, look at that. Not even galled. Now, I see the difference from that rusty one that was in here. That barely went in and out with all the rust, making the diameter a little bit bigger and making it just less nice. Look at this one that's nice and clean. No problem. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be struggling. Anyway, yeah, I was struggling, and let's tighten this up. Wipe off the excess. Use your special Schwinn approved wrench. Okay, good. And when you put this in, make sure there's a little bit of the frame showing. You know, you don't want that up. You want it to pinch. That's just about right, like an 1/8 inch or so. Okay, so we got that in. We're gonna kick this off to the side real quick. I know, priorities. Be nice. Stay. And we're gonna put this big sucker on here, man. It's a tall one. It's a really tall Schwinn frame. I think this is the tallest varsity I've ever had in my collection. I can ride it, but it's pretty damn tall, as you will see. Oh yeah, boy. Okay, let's give you an overview of this. Yeah, it's got some rubs here. It's got some basket. The basket was on there, and like I said earlier, that was replaced by me. It's an EH, which is May of '72. The graphics are fair. They're kind of missing here. Nice little scallop fenders I put on a long time ago. I didn't have the right fenders. Somebody had a rack on it or chained it up, of course. Let's see if it was a generator. No one ever had a generator on it. That's good, or there'd be like these big marks. And yellow is kind of a color that's hard to clean up, and when it gets grubby, it's kind of one of those hard to clean colors. It's got some decent tires on it. They're old. A mismatched array of rims, 27 by 1.25 inches. This one almost looks like a lineman, but it's not. It's an array. Cobwebs all over it. Greasy, oily stuff. And the cranks are okay. They're not bent. A newer chain. But the freewheel is very gummy, as you will see when you're pedaling your bike and you coast in high gear. And it goes like one of those numbers. See how the chain starts to come back on you? That means your freewheel's all gummy. And sometimes it doesn't do it in a lower gear. Here, I'll show you. Only in high. In the lower gear, there's more area for the chain to work things. Like there's low. It almost, yeah, still doing it though. It needs a new freewheel. I don't think I'm going to tear this apart and rebuild it or anything. I mean, it's better in low, but just more surface area for the chain to grab that and not go under like that. So yeah, the freewheel is pretty gummy and it's probably not going to come out of it. And if you put 3-in-1 oil in it, you're just messing up. It's time to take this all apart and clean it all up and put a light coat of grease in there once everything's really clean and adjusted. And by the time you do all that, just buy a new freewheel. No one's going to notice. Well, actually, somebody will. Anyway, let's take these off real quick. These bars are not good for you know what I do. For just cruising around, they're very comfy. All right, let's take these. Let's loosen up these hand brakes. Actually, let's. Bear with me. Still working here. We're going to take one pad off the back. Okay. And we're going to drop it. These pads aren't too bad. They're a little brittle. Probably before I go anywhere, I'll probably change these out. They're kind of a cheapy Charlie looking. You know, they're not. They're kind of brittle. They've got some wear on them. And we're going to take one pad off the front. And you'll see why. Same deal. Oh, these are even worn worse. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's time. Yeah, it's definitely time. I've seen some better days. Time for a redo. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to squeeze this handle. And the back brake's going to go in further than normal because that shoe's gone. And then I'm going to pull right here really hard. Ready? And then you got the cable off, just like that. Same with the other side here. Save you a little time. So I'm going to pull this because it'll go farther because the shoe is gone. I'm going to go far, and then when I release this, I'm going to pull the housing out. Ready? There we go. Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. Okay, so we got those loose. Now we're going to reach in and take these levers off, and we're going to take these cheap little Schwinn Stingray grips off. These are the wrong size, but they're yellow, so get happy. This is the wrong tool for this. There's actually a park tool that goes in here, and this is not it. This is a screwdriver, and I can't even see it. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, so we're just going to slide that out of the way real quick. Both of these. Okay, I'm going to get this bell out of the way. Cool bell, by the way. Really nice bell. People can definitely hear you with that thing. Oh, you guys can't even see, can you? Okay. So these bars, I'll probably put these on a cruiser bike of some sort. They're really nice bars and really comfortable. They're just not really appropriate for this bike. It's not a cruiser. And what I want to do with this bike next is probably, you know, go do some light off-roading. It's got some pretty aggressive tires on it and alloy wheels. Front spokes are a little rusty. The back spokes are fair. I think there's a respoking in its future on the front wheel. Anyway, when you take these apart, you might not want to put this all together, but put the screw back in here. So you could, for later on, when you want to use this bell, it won't be clamped, but at least you'll have that screw there, and you won't be looking through your drawers of stuff for 10 years. Anyway, these are nice and loose. That's loose. Okay, let's get the grips off. Okay, so we're going to take some grips off. And yeah, I guess you guys can see that one. And hopefully I won't shoot it down into the backyard. Let's not do that. Let's shoot it that way. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, see how I did that? Get it right behind there and push it out. There we go. These could also use a good cleaning, but we're not going to get into that today. We're just changing some grips at bars. Okay, so let's not shoot this one into the backyard, eh? We don't need to do that. We just need to get it off. There. Woo. Yikes. Okay. Got those. Now, let's undo this bolt. And take these bars out. And we'll put the new bars in. 1/2-inch bolt. Oh, let's take these off first. Okay, these slid right off. See how nice that is? And these are not the eye pokers. These are the safety kind. They have a little knob on them. When they're pointy, people in the Stingray world call them eye pokers, but these are not eye pokers. Although you probably still poke your eye if you really wanted to. We're big on not poking our eye around here. Okay, 1/2-inch wrench. You guys still there? That's good. This bolt feels a little dry too. I think I'm going to put some grease on it. Okay, we're going to come out. Maybe a little more. And we should be able to get this out without prying it. And it doesn't want to come. Dang it. Making me look bad. Alright, we're taking the bolt completely out. And we're going to pry it. And it is a little dry, and there's a little special washer on there. Make sure you have that. It's really nice to have that washer. Okay, we're gonna pry this. And Bob's your uncle. And Bob's your uncle. And Bob just called. He's on his way over. And out we go. Okay, we will put these bars on some other bike. They are not Schwinn stamped. They're just bars. Alright, let's put some grease on this. Greased up that bolt. Just thread it in there and make sure it's all happy before we do anything. Feels pretty good. Yeah, it feels real good now. Okay, let's put these in. I shine these up a little bit. They're okay. I'm just hoping that these are the right throw for this lever. Like, is there room? Is there going to be room for that little Stingray grip? I think there is. Yeah, let's put them in. And we got to pry it. Great. And Uncle Bob's on his way over. It's just like that. so stubborn. Probably because it's the wrong handlebars. Because they're not drop bars. I need something thicker. That's me stubborn. Maybe. There we go. There we go. This being's kind of stubborn there, folks. There we go. I'm trying to center them now. They're not centered. Dang it. There we go. They're centered. Okay. All right. Ready with the bolt. That was kind of a pain. Well, this stem is designed for drop bars. It's not the right stem to use these bars, but it does work. Okay. All right, good. I'm just guessing on the angle right now. Boy, sucker's in there. I'm just guessing on the angle. We can adjust it later. Okay. Pop these back on. We're just going to throw them on loosely. We don't care. We'll put the grips on next. One of these grips was a little bit loose. They look pretty clean inside. Yeah, I really should clean these, but we don't have time. Okay. That grip's on. And that grip's on. Alright, so let's tighten these up where they go. And, you know, I really should, probably should. That's not bad. I think I'm going to leave the cables alone. I was going to shorten them a little. We'll see how they look. Yeah, I was going to shorten these cables a wee bit, but we'll see how they look. Just looking at the camera to make sure you guys can see me. Your camera work is terrible, dude. Yeah, we've moved on from the disaster, and we're moving forward, folks. Just doing our thing. And one of the things I do is fix up old bikes. I think everybody should do it. One of these days I'll buy the right tool for this. It's a little like it's a cross point looking thing. And it fits in there, and it's like perfect, and you don't have to do all this guesswork and jimmy jamming around. Just catch that. Oh, there's a big spider web on it. Be helpful if there wasn't a spider living in there. Okay, there's one. That one's pretty good. Let's go over here. You guys still there? Okay. So we moved a little. There we go. That's good. Yeah, these are the wrong grips. These are for a yellow stingray. Okay, and this, I think, yeah, that's okay. I think this should be more curved for these bars. I think the throw on these levers is a little off. And I think these need to be curved a little bit more. It's not quite enough throw. It's good for now, though. We got to keep going. All right, so let's pop the cables back in. And like I showed you earlier, it's the same way but in reverse. You pressurize that with your hand and you force the cable down so there creates a space here in the cable, and then you put it in. I know, easier said than done, but that's how you have to do it. Unless you want to use this tool in conjunction with the pad not being there, which is okay. We'll try to do that. Okay. So what we've done is we've created this much room right here, and that should be all we need. So in we go. There we go. Take that off. Oh yeah, we can't, I'm gonna put the pad back on. Let's do the back real quick. Okay, so we're back here. And put this on. It's kind of wonky without the pad in there. It wants to pop off, but you can do it. See, I got that on there. It's helping a little bit. And then we make sure that's down. We pressurize that. And then we come back here. Same thing. You want to make that clearance on the cable. And you pull this end here. And suddenly, if all that's still in there, you have that much. And that's all you need to get it back in. And make sure this is still in here when you did that. Make sure these are still in here. Right, and that's not all jacked up. That's good. Okay, so we can put the pads back on in a minute. But we do have action here, and these are on. They're not the greatest cable. This thing's been sitting a while. You can see all the dirt. And this freewheel is gummy on this. So let's see, what else we got to do? Yeah, we got to put that crappy adaptation post on, and then we'll put this crappy seat on, non-Schwinn, and then we'll kick this to the side, put this one back up, and put the good post in. I know it's a lot of work. We're 27 minutes in, but this is life in the big city, folks. This is what you gotta do. Life in the big city with 2 weeks with no power and 10 days without running water, and we just got internet today, but you have to run the generator to use the Wi-Fi. I don't know. I just wish the power company would pull up their big boy pants and figure it out. I know they're busy. I know they're busy. But, you know, that's my power company right there. Anyway, I know they're busy. I take that back. They're doing a great job. But we were like last on this street to get our power back. And, you know, I run a very important YouTube channel. I mean, people rely on me, man. Okay. Okay, let's put this other post in and go from there. Okay, just seeing where you guys are at. Okay, good. So this is the adaptation post. It's not Schwinn, but it does take the wrong Schwinn opening for the seat, and that way you don't have to use a Schwinn stem upside down and have it loose. This bigger opening allows you to use a non-Schwinn seat, allows you to use that big clamp, and it's correct, you know. So let's put it in, because I want to use that other post that I showed you, and this is always going to live all the way down too, because it's such a tall frame. So no one's going to see this little cut mark there and how nasty this is. No one's ever going to see that. But so in it goes. Yeah, it'll go good. Okay, now I got grease all over the damn place. Yeah, that's great. I didn't put the clamp on. And I found this really nice clamp for the coppertone varsity. That's a really nice one. No one's ever really messed with that too much. and this so-so one for this yellow varsity. And we'll put it on. I'll show you how to do it without scratching the frame. Unless you want to scratch the frame, that's your business. You take 2 screwdrivers. You pick the nice shiniest side. I think the little notch side always goes on the right. I'm pretty sure. You take a screwdriver and another screwdriver, and you pressurize it like this, and you put it on. Except you need a better screwdriver. Yeah. It's always difficult. There's always something, you know. There's always something. Okay. Not that we really needed to worry about this paint, but if it was a really nice bike, you wouldn't want to chip the top of the frame up by smacking it on or something, you know. You want to be nice when you can. So that's about an 1/8 inch up. That's good. We pried that out without, I mean, this bike is pretty hammered, but you know, if you had a really nice bike and you didn't want it to, come on, stand, and you didn't want it to get messed up, that's what you would do. Okay, so what we got, unfortunately, is this spray painted blue S-bolt, because I want to use this nice one on the coppertone. So this bike's taking a hit and it's getting that. Get a little grease on it. We're just going to make sure that this grease and that bolt are doing grease and bolt things. It might be a nice little accent with the yellow frame. Okay, so we're gonna, I could change this out later. We're just gonna keep going. That's what we do. And this doesn't want to cooperate, so we're gonna smack it with a bronze hammer. There we go. Things are a little wonky on the top of this frame. Somebody at one point put a smaller seat post in. I just fixed it earlier off camera, but this was pinched all the way in, and somebody was messing with that. And I think I got it on wrong. I think the bolt goes on this side. Darn it. Oh, dude. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I did. Pretty sure. Oh no, it's right. I think. It's going together, put it that way. I'm sure some genius will comment. The bolt always goes on the passenger side. Okay, let's put that non-Schwinn post in, because that's what we do. We put non-Schwinn parts on Schwinns, because that's what we do. And I can't find my Schwinn wrench. Okay. All right, hopefully this will tighten up, but it's always going to live right here. That's why I'm not worried about this being a non-Schwinn part. This frame is so tall that it's always going to live right here. You know? I can't find my wrench. This won't work. Okay. Okay, that's in there. Oh, look who's coming to dinner. Hi, buddy. Woo! You like working on bikes? You like working on bikes? Yeah, he likes working on bikes. Okay, this non-Schwinn post is in, which is going to allow us to use this crappy seat and this conglomeration here, which is non-Schwinn. That's okay. We needed the post out of this badly for the other bike. This is just a beater to go off-roading on. This is going to be a nicer bike. And we already got that nice post in there. Oh, look, I could have used that bolt too. Oh, because there's already a nice one in there. Ah, I'm losing it, man. Oh, 2 weeks without power and a decent shower. Look what I've become. Okay, let's try to get this seat on and kick this thing off to the side. We're kind of done with this. Okay. We're so done. Okay, non-Schwinn seat coming up. Bolt. Dang it. Oh man. Here it is. Okay, we put a little grease on that too, just because it was dry. And we'll try to put this non-Schwinn seat on real quick. Something tells we can pry this on here as one piece, or just pop it on with the, I think what we're gonna do is just pop it on with the old trusty, because I'm tired of messing around. Good. Okay, look at that. Took us like an hour to get a seat on. This is probably 5/8, which it is. Oh, dude. Or a 15. Is it a 15? No, it's a 5/8. That's great. Okay, let's find a 5/8. Okay, doing good. So we're going to tighten this seat up, and then we're going to take this off the stand real quick and put the coppertone on. Bear with me. I know, it's a lot. Wrench. Okay, good enough for now. Put the final tighten on it once I sit on it and mess around. Okay, so we're done with that for today. We did change it. We changed it to upright bars, away from those. We didn't have to shorten these cables. That was nice. We got to put the pads back on it. But I think I'm going to replace them anyway. So let's just kick this off for now. I'll get some new pads at wherever. Oh, it's a helicopter. Huh, oh boy, big military one. I guess all the suits and politicians are coming to make sure they can help out. Hope they brought like work boots and gloves and stuff. All the people in suits. Okay. All right, let's keep it on the level here. All right, this is done. Well, it's not done. We got to put pads on it, but I don't have them. And we'll kick this off to the side. And there you have it. We have a 1972, May of 72, very tall varsity. We put the correct, well, semi-correct bars back on it. A non-Schwinn seat and stem. And we did all that so we could use the stem that was in there and put it in here. But I wanted to change the bars out anyway. They were kind of goofy. These are not bad bars. They're very comfy, but they're not quite appropriate for what I do with these bikes. This is not what I do with them. I do stuff that you shouldn't do with them. Anyway, we got this post we're going to give back to Fred because that is just too nice to use. Thank you, Fred, but you're getting this one back. I'm not going to use this. It's just a Schwinn script post, and it's just too nice. Fred's got to get this back. Anyway, so I think that wraps it up, unless we're going to put that Schwinn seat on there, which is incorrect. Let's just put it back on the stand anyway, since we did actually put a post in it. Alright, so all that, we took a post out of a very tall varsity and we put it in here. Yeah, I still haven't cleaned that crap off. Look at that generator scrape. The other day we did put these levers on from Z-Man and they're working. I still haven't done anything with that. I've just ordered some parts. I ordered some tires, and I thought I would just do a quickie on this other bike because I really didn't like those bars and I needed the post, so I didn't have to use Fred's. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and all is well here. You know, we're gonna get power, and you know, maybe a couple more weeks. I don't know. We're the last house on this street not to get power. I hear chainsaws up there. I don't know what they're doing. You saw the helicopter fly over, so you know, people in suits and really fancy shoes are walking around going like this. Looks good. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Okay. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, you should. I was checking the analytics the other day, and 98% of you watch these videos are not subscribed. Come on, let me get monetized so I can start selling, you know, merch. You know, I want to sell some stickers and stuff. No, I don't really care, but it'd be good to get to that milestone. Anyway, 98% of you are watching this and not subscribed. You know, that's like pirating stuff off of you know, music channels. No, it's not. Anyway, have a good day, and we're gonna get some tires and parts for this soon. I got bars somewhere. The next video will be, like I said earlier, will be a little more aggressive about getting this ready, but I had to do some switching around. All right, Faulkner Fixes All, straight ahead. Don't feed the negative. Do the right thing. Subscribe.